They say that time is the greatest luxury, so who better to join AB Talks to unpack the UAE's latest ruling that we're going to be moving to a 4.5-day working week than the global CEO of the luxury network, and he's a UN Goodwill Ambassador to boot, Faris Ghattas. Faris, welcome to AB Talks.
Thank you for having me. Good morning.
Very welcome. So, a big week here for the UAE with the new ruling, moving the weekend to Saturday and Sunday. The working week will now be Monday to Friday. As a business leader and a global CEO, can I get your take on the move to the Monday to Friday so the UAE aligns more with such global norms, and then what your views are on that shorter working week?
Well, again, thank you, Scott. I believe it's great news, honestly, and I've been waiting for it for some long time. I believe it's very important that we finally are matching the rest of the world. Let me put it this way. So, and it reinforces Dubai again as a premium hub in the region for foreign talent and foreign investments.
Yeah.
So, in Dubai, the quality of life is great. And now I think it's going to even become better. And another advantage is that it will enhance the quality and the work opportunities for the creativity in work. I believe in creativity and I love creativity in work. And I believe you should work smart and be dedicated.
Yeah.
At the end, we've been working remotely since a very long time, actually, even before the pandemic. And during the pandemic, we really cherished the times we had earlier and the times we will have soon, because it hasn't been really very comfortable. But I believe it's an excellent decision, especially for the people working in Dubai, especially for the people looking to come to Dubai and invest in Dubai.
So if we unpack it into two parts, then firstly we've got the Monday to Friday, and that aligns the UAE with global markets and the days where investors and traders are working in the UK and Europe and the US. So from that perspective, that must be a good thing for business.
Of course, definitely. I believe a lot of HQs of global companies would be coming to Dubai. But most of them are there, let's say, but a lot of them will decide to stay for good now.
Yeah.
Because as you know, there's some competition in the region.
Indeed.
But I believe it's a very smart, wise decision.
Yeah.
Again, it's reinforcing Dubai as a hub for global investments, definitely.
So I'm going to put you on the spot here as well then for the second part of that, which is the 4.5-day working week. There'll be some businesses in the private sector will be looking at and going, less hours, same pay. But the UAE, I mean, I think it's personally, I'm all about the future of work. I'm all about better productivity. But what's your view on that?
Again, I believe that dedication to work comes first. So I don't usually count the working hours of my team. I look at results. Again, we're working mostly remotely. So end of the day, you have a task, you should deliver it on time. How many hours does not really matter to me, and is not really important as long as so I believe adding hours to work for employees, I never agreed with that. So so I believe the less working hours is again something good for the lifestyle of the workers and the people, because it will help them be more creative at their jobs, and it would help also the business owners move to the future, let's say, of getting involved in business, especially globally. And I believe it also gives a chance to all the religions from that side. So you finish work on Friday, you can go to prayers. Now on Sunday, you have the chance to go to church, for example.
Yeah.
So it's also from this point of view, I believe also very, very good. Yeah.
Are you surprised? Probably not. I don't think any of us are kind of surprised in a way that the UAE is actually the first country to change its national working week to less than 5 days. We've seen experiments taking place in different countries in Europe, and we've seen
Yeah.
strong evidence come from there that actually this is a good thing for productivity. But
Now I started hearing about this first in August, September,
yeah,
but there was denials like,
yeah,
no, this is not happening. But I believe Dubai is a leader. The UAE has always been the first in the region. And I honestly saw it coming, but I didn't know when. But it's again, a very smart move as usual. They always keep on impressing and really looking at the future. The vision is amazing.
While we're talking about the UAE, I mean, we've been seeing a massive rebound in the economy. I mean, you try and get a taxi to go anywhere, it's busy out there. Are you seeing
Sure.
that in the luxury segment? Because obviously the UAE is no stranger to luxury. It's a big part of the economy here.
Yeah. So we've been in the luxury sector in Dubai since 2009. So the luxury network started. We started our head office in London in 2007. So we have been experiencing a great reboot. We've been very busy, very active. Today we are the world's leading affinity marketing company with offices around the world, 38 offices today. Dubai is really one of the most important hubs for us because it, again, as I said earlier, it has become a hub for the Middle East and for luxury since a long time, but it's still reinforcing that. Yes, definitely.
Tell me a little bit more about the luxury network and you know what it is and what you do and how you grow.
So the luxury network is a private membership club. We are established in luxury capitals around the world, which within premium companies work together at senior director level for mutual benefit and client development. Now, what we do is simple, actually. We facilitate cooperation and exciting new business opportunities between these brands through brand collaborations, product placements, media sharing, B2B events, B2C events, luxury showcasing events, and numerous affinity marketing projects. Through the luxury network, we always have new business partnerships created, usually via strategic alignment. We do a lot of joint collaborations between brands, endorsements, media sharing, a lot of events. And again, our head office is in London. We are branched to 38 offices. So I can really understand how, especially after the pandemic, how the business picked up, which regions developed faster, which companies in the luxury industry are doing great, which are not. So it's been an interesting times for the luxury, but it picked up definitely.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that, the pandemic and coronavirus. I mean, we sat down with Rolls-Royce at one point in the middle of the pandemic, and they actually said that their sales were really, really strong.
Yeah.
And actually, there were a lot of high net worth individuals and CEOs that had kind of looked around and gone, well, life is too short, life is precious, and actually, I should be investing in meaningful experiences and in high quality. Is that something that you saw yourself?
Yes, actually, Rolls-Royce is one of our clients globally.
Yeah.
So I totally agree with what they said. They had record sales in many countries, Istanbul, for example, which they sold a good amount of cars, but they hit a record last year. Similarly, in Dubai, in Doha, in Singapore. Yeah. So yes, there was a huge, I call it revenge shopping. So it started in China, in Asia mainly, where you saw that numbers are really up in luxury. Although a lot of people were telling me, oh, what are you going to do next? The luxury industry is not there anymore. But thankfully, it rebooted. The brands are doing amazing sales, higher than 2019. And yes, I believe the luxury industry is back on track, but especially in the experience part, as you said. So life is short. Yes, people that have money extra money to spend it, and are still spending. But we are also trying to focus on experiences as well.
Yeah. And this region, I mean, when you look at this region, because we've, you know, the UAE has been perhaps the outrider for some time, but now we've got, you know, Qatar very firmly. Obviously, it's always had a high degree of personal wealth amongst its citizens, and now that's firmly on the stage. And we've got the World Cup coming up, and we've got thankfully we've got the Accord, and you know, the Gulf is more harmonious than it was. And then we have Saudi Arabia, this sleeping giant that is just rising and rising and rising. So when you look at this region, what's your forecast for what comes next?
I would say the future of luxury is here. So
yeah.
Definitely Dubai, but Saudi Arabia and Qatar are in the game. I think Saudi would be leading the luxury industry in a couple of years.
Yeah.
It's a big market. As you said, mega projects happening there. 2 days ago, we had the Red Sea Film Festival. Last week, we hosted a huge gala dinner for the Luxury Network in celebration of the Formula One in Jeddah. So they are moving pretty fast.
They are.
Definitely, the Gulf region would still be a huge player in the global luxury market, especially for the big players like LVMH and Kering, Richemont. They would invest more, I believe, in the region, in talent and in product. Yeah,
it feels like, you know, we've got Saudi Arabia, you know, becoming more active, but then it's almost like a friendly rivalry, which is then, you know, encouraging the UAE. So the UAE is looking at that going, well, we ain't going to be left behind. And then we've got this raft of regulations that are making this, you know, we've got new visas, we've got new regulations, we've got the working week. And it's like, it's almost like there's a rising tide that's lifting all boats here in the region.
Competition is always healthy.
Yeah.
And it's always good, I believe, especially if they are brothers.
Yeah.
And they are all under the Gulf region, let's say. But definitely it's good. It's good to see that there is a lot of things happening. It's good to see global investments coming. It's good to see this international culture happening, the cosmopolitan. I love it, to be honest with you. I'm really excited to what's coming next, because it's the future. It's really the future.
So I'm self-aware enough to know that I am totally unrefined. I'm all right with that. But you run courses there as well. And some of them, my wife would agree, I probably need to go on, etiquette and fashion in particular. But tell me more about these courses.
So this initiative is somehow new, actually. So this year we launched the Luxury Network Academy, which is the educational initiative centered around luxury. So we are a platform where you can log in and learn etiquette, learn body language, learn brand management, learn sales and marketing. I would definitely gift you a course for you to enjoy. A certificate, maybe hang it on the wall.
I think my wife would say I'm a lost cause, mate. But
yeah, so our main intention is to ease learning online, and since everything is going digital, we want these leaders in their industries to participate in a way and share their experiences, their dreams, their beliefs, and be accessible to people. So, for example, brand management, luxury brand management is by Tom Megley. He was the ex-CEO of Cartier and Louis Vuitton. Body language, Judy James can teach you etiquette and body language in business, because she's the person who's training Chanel's team, for example, on how to look. So I'm excited. It's a great project, and it's good to give back and to be part of the education in luxury, because we believe that there's a huge potential in luxury education which is untapped. So yes.
And again, is that something that you've seen? You know, one of the stories that was, you know, in the middle of lockdown, shall we say, was that people went on a journey of self-discovery and self-improvement. We've got lots of people now. We've got the Great Resignation out there. We've got more entrepreneurs out there, and people discovering purpose and passion than ever before. So, is that a wave that you're tapping into, where people are looking at, like, how do I actually make myself better? How do I learn more?
Yes, of course, because again, during the pandemic, there was a lot of time, as you said, for us to. So people were looking more on upgrading themselves.
Yeah.
So this is a way of upgrading and getting to learn from iconic people in the luxury industry who are not usually accessible.
Yeah.
So and I believe e-learning in general, not only in luxury, is the future of education in a part. So I hope that this platform would benefit people who are looking to learn more about luxury etiquette, all these segments, or are looking to work in luxury, because it also would help people who are looking to get into the luxury industry or enhance their sales skills, for example. So yes, definitely.
So 2022 is nearly here. What are you most excited about for the year ahead?
I'm honestly very excited. We're still under the academy. I'm very excited to add. We're adding more content, so we're having more and more. I'm very excited about what's coming in Dubai. I want to see this evolution. I'm also excited about the evolution in Qatar, and in specifically in Jeddah and in Riyadh in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
And I hope that we can really go back to normal. Of course, COVID is something we live with today, but
yeah,
I hope at some point we would go back to normal and create more experiences for our clients. Yes, this is the most important.
Faris, pleasure to talk to you on AB Talks today. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for your time. Thank you for having me, Scott.